Alrighty, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's the weekend. Happy weekend. I am exhausted. I just got home, but I received a few PMs from you guys saying, hey, Sean, I exited my SUI position and now it's pumping. How do I get back into my trade? So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can look to get back into position if you exited, and two, if you're already in position, how you can look to manage your trade, where to take profits, where to look to add to your position, etc., etc. But more importantly, I want to use this as a learning opportunity to talk about two very important points. One, the trend is your friend until the trend ends. No coin has demonstrated this as well as SUI. Number two, I want to talk about how you should not be doing TA on coin B to exit coin A. So let's go ahead and start with one. One is very simple, right? SUI has been exemplary, the perfect trend now, not just for this move all the way over here, but all the way since back in 2023 when we identified that, hey, SUI is trending so well against the 2-day dynamic. All we have to do is hold on to the 2-day dynamic trend until our target is hit, right? In fact, if we go on over to our official chart right over here, apologies for the mess, right over here, back in 2023, we said specifically, we are going to be targeting $2 as long as the 2-day dynamic holds. And how to play out? As simple as that. $2 target hit, and then we lost the 2-day dynamic and trended perfectly to the downside against the 2-day dynamic. So we played the same thing this time as well. But this time, our target wasn't just $2. This time, we're looking much higher, right? $7.50. So what was the thesis? The thesis was as simple as that. We are going to hold on to this asset as long as the 2-day dynamic is holding. And it is only when and if we lose the 2-day dynamic, we look towards lower targets. And we were looking to around $2.80 to $3 if the 2-day dynamic holds. Now, we'll come back to this in a bit. The second very important topic over here to talk about is do not do TA on coin B to exit coin A. I see so many of you guys do this, right? You guys will look at Bitcoin and say, I think Bitcoin is coming down, so I'm going to front run all my altcoins. Why? Because I think altcoins will get clobbered even more. I really urge against doing this during a bull market. I urge against doing this against coins that are performing well against Bitcoin. And number two, you guys should not be doing this at all unless it is through a cyclical basis where you guys are saying something like, you know what, I think if Bitcoin tops out or shows weakness, I am gonna look to start scaling out of my altcoins as they start pumping because of XYZ reasons, right? And even then, you're scaling out because the king showing weakness, and your thesis is that the king is showing weakness, then the entire market is going to come to a halt. Not because you're trying to min-max for a smaller move, right? A lot of people, they sell SUI not because they think a bear market is showing up, but more so because they are either afraid of giving up temporary profits, or two, they want to collect more SUI. But understand that you will be doing that while selling into support. SUI has been sitting against 2-day dynamic support for the longest time, and this 2-day dynamic support has been so freaking strong. It's been printing money. So why would you bet against this, right? Selling into this is you betting against it. That's what you're actually saying. So two key points over here. The trend is your friend until the trend ends. So as long as the 2-day dynamic is holding, there was no reason to sell. It's completely fine to get uncomfortable, okay? Completely fine. I get that. That's human emotion. We went through that with Bitcoin when it came down to the bi-weekly dynamic as well. But to sell into it is a no-go. And number two, unless you really have a strong cyclical thesis to do TA on Bitcoin to exit coin A, you should not be doing that, right? For example, guys, all Bitcoin did was come down to its 2-day dynamic, right? Bitcoin was running really hot for a long time. So it coming back down to equilibrium was completely expected. So to sell SUI when Bitcoin is coming down to support sounds doubly stupid, right? So remember, look at the holistic picture. If you are making decisions like that, do not make emotional decisions. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about our targets and how you can look to get back into your trade considering you exited, or if you're looking to add to your position. But before we go on any further, I should let you guys know that we are running a coupon at the moment. The coupon code is Xmas2024. We didn't really get a chance to promote it during the Christmas season, so we extended it. I think the coupon code will be ending in around 24 hours. So if you guys are interested in any one of Mango products, this includes Mango Dynamic, Mango Seed, Mango Lifeline, and the dashboard, then here's your chance to use it. Again, the code is Xmas2024. So we're going to go ahead and start with the current 2-day dynamic levels. For those of you who are looking to track it, it's currently coming in at around $4.13. That's the top of the dynamic, and the bottom of the dynamic is coming at around $3.80. If we lose that level, guys, that's when we are looking for downside. At the moment, I'm looking towards $3.05 all the way up to $2.90. If you guys do remember from the most recent live stream, we talked about specifically how I'm no longer looking for the 4-day dynamic to be tested, but more so the weekly, right? You will find it really, really interesting that the weekly is confluencing perfectly now with that red zone. I really, really, really like that for confluence. That being said, at the moment, the risk isn't downside, right? As long as we are closing candles above around $4.80, I will be looking for our targets of around $7 to $7.75 to be hit. So that brings us to how you can look to get back into position if you sold right over here around the 2-day dynamic. One of two things you can do. Wait for the next 2-day candle to close, which is around 8 hours and 43 minutes, essentially on tomorrow's daily candle close. You're going to get the 2-day candle close. If we close above this level over here, then you can look to bid around 479 to around 473. That would be a really, really good bit of opportunity to get back into your trade. Oh, and if you guys are looking for an exchange to put on this trade, Mango is currently using BitUnex. It is non-KYC, no restrictions whatsoever, which is what we love about it. And if you guys use the Mango link in the description, you get up to $5,500 worth of bonuses, which is a great way to buffer against losses. Especially if you're new to trading, you could use these bonuses that they give you to practice your leverage trading. Now, there's something else you can do, and I really, really like to do this. And this applies for those of you who are looking to add to your position as well. In case you're not fully happy with your position size or you like the strength so you're showing and you want to take advantage of that strength. What I like to do is, after a consolidation like this, a prolonged consolidation, the first impulsive move after the consolidation, look to bid the first retest of the 12-hour dynamic. Okay, now at the time of this recording, the 12-hour dynamic is coming in at around $4.50. Of course, this is going to update dynamically, and I will keep you updated on the new levels. So make sure to hit that notification icon, so that way when I do give you guys the updated levels, you guys are ready for the bid opportunity. So coming back on over to the 2-day time frame, and guys, this is as simple as we need to keep it, right? As long as this trend is holding, look towards the $7.50 region. I've literally been saying the same thing since around 85 cents. I said it right over here at $1.60. I said it over here too at around $3. Now, as we approach our $7 region, I am still saying the same thing. You know what that means? It means that the best TA, the most profitable TA, is the most boring TA. And you guys are seeing exactly that with this trade on SUI. With that, I'm going to wrap up over here. And hey, if you guys want more updates on SUI and you guys have been enjoying this trade series, then please let me know by hitting that subscribe, because it's one way for me to gauge interest on a particular coin. With that, keep it mango, keep it easy, keep it stress-free. I'll see you guys in our Discord. Ciao.